Me again, RY1 here. Guys, today I am also taking another step back slightly, and we are going to look at this little bad boy. And we're going to look at this little bad boy's bad boy cousin. That little bad boy. That's the iClear 16. That's the iClear 30. So let's get going. First of all, the iClear 30. Bit weird, but it comes with its own drip tip. And the drip tip moves. Nice ball movement. Not quite sure why they did that, but apparently it's a selling feature. I'm not really fussed myself, but that's me. Alright, so let's break it down. That's the drip tip. That's the lid. That's the polycarbonate tank. So guys, it is a polycarbonate tank, so be careful what juices you do put in there. Don't put anything too harsh. You all know which juices I'm talking about. I don't need to tell you which ones. That's your wicks. Plenty of them. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 wicks. I think that's a bit wick overkill, but then again, it's what gives you the flavour. So that's the base. Now obviously I could keep stripping it down further, but I don't see the point. Now these do come with replaceable heads. So if you have got an iClear 30 and the head goes, which it will do after a while, don't forget these are consumable products, ladies and gentlemen, then all you need to do is replace the head, whack a new one in, fill it full of juice, give it 20 minutes, and away you go. Vaping like a dream again. Now, I have been vaping on this tank. I've been using this tank a little bit. I'm not going to tell you what juice I've had in this tank because it's foul, awful, horrible stuff. But today, we're going to fill it with some Liqua traditional tobacco. Now, this is an 18 milligram tobacco flavored PG based e-liquid. Yes, I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying what it is. Now, this is part of the Queer Tobaccos range. I must say the bottle's a bit stiff, so we get out a nice good fill in there. Right, now while I finish putting this tank back together, I'm gonna let that soak a bit. So I'll just put that on the old Z Max while I talk about the other one. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the iClear 16. Looks very familiar. You can tell if it's a genuine iClear product because around the bottom of the base here it will say iClear 16 VWVV and then the CE mark. So yes, that's an awesome little tank. This one is currently already got some liquid in it. I don't think I really need to tell you how to fill one of these guys. It's the same basic principle as filling any tank of this design. Take the top off, run it down the side, do not get it down the center pin. Obviously these tanks also come with a replaceable head. So if you are a vapor, which you probably are if you're watching this, and you enjoy vaping but you don't want the hassle of a rebuildable, or you like the hassle of rebuildables but every now and then just want a nice easy vape, something like this is absolutely fantastic. This the iClear 16 comes with 4 wicks, I believe, or 8 if they're doubled. I can't remember. Now the iClear 16 retails anywhere between about £5 and £7, depending where you buy them from. These ones, this and the iClear 30 were both sent to me by Tony over at the UK e-cig cabin for the purpose of review, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm reviewing the products, as well as the liquid was also sent to me by Tony, and that's also getting a review right now. Figure, I'm reviewing tanks. Juice goes in tanks. Jobs are good. Satisfying crackle. I mean, the vapor production off that for a little clearomizer is absolutely fantastic. The flavour that comes through off that juice, I'm getting real fruity juice come through. That's because it's a fruity juice in the tank. Looks like something else. Vapes a hell of a lot better. That's all I'm saying. Honestly, can't go wrong. Obviously, fits on the top of an ego. Fits on all your 510 connections and everything. So there we go. Right, now, guys and girls, I will be perfectly honest. This is the first time I'm actually trying this juice. So this is an iClear 30, which you just saw me take apart and put back together. The iClear 30, I must add, holds 3 ml of juice, although personally myself I prefer to leave things short, just shy of where they're supposed to be. The i16 holds 1.6 ml of juice. Suddenly these names are all starting to make sense. So this is the iClear 30 with 18 milligram tobacco flavored PG e-liquid. Let's see how we get on. I don't like tobacco flavors generally, as a general rule, other than one of my own tobacco flavors that I make. That's not too bad. Very smoky. Vapor production on it for a PG based e-liquid is absolutely fantastic. Obviously this is 18 milligram tobacco flavored PG e-liquid, and I'm currently a little bit lower than that. I'm on 12 milligram these days, but I'll make do. It does taste like what I remember smoking tastes like, actually. Quite strong tobacco flavour opposed to some tobacco liquids that give you that sort of watered down tobacco smoky flavour. It's just up the watts. That was on 6.5. Let's try it on 9.5, see where we're going. Anybody who's coming after Stinkies, who wants to stick with tobaccos, do it. There's a bit of an aftertaste to that juice. Don't know if I quite like that aftertaste. But then it's the same sort of aftertaste you used to get from smoking, which I think as vapors we try and steer away from. Hence why most of the popular juices are sweet flavours. It's not too bad. It's not something I personally would run out to the shops and buy. But then again, like I said, I don't usually go for tobacco flavours. I've got one tobacco flavour really that I'll go gaga for, and that's one that I make myself, and I put cherry in that. So, yeah, so guys, that's the i16. Brilliant little tank, can't go wrong. Retail for about £5, give or take. Uh, Replaceable heads. The heads are anywhere between about 175 and 250, depending where you get them from. Obviously, that is cracking. It's like half the price of buying a brand new tank. So, unlike some of your disposable clearomisers, that's a reusable clearomiser, and you can rebuild the heads on them if you know what you're doing. There are videos out there on YouTube, and eventually I will put one up on the channel on rebuilding the head on that and rebuilding the head on the i30 if I can get that figured out. So many wicks, so little time. That's the i30. It's a nice looking tank. I'm still not 100% on the old drip tip. I can understand why people would like it at a cocky angle. Oh, the more I vape that, the more it seems like it's got a touch of vanilla in it. Anyway, so that is the queer traditional. I'll get there in the end. I'm just a bit shocked that it's not too horrible. That's the Liqueur traditional tobacco PG based e-liquid in 18 milligrams, which is always important to state what milligrams you're vaping it at, and because the taste does change dependent upon your the amount of nicotine in a juice. The juice in there is nic free, and no throat hit or flavour. Whereas this, quite a quite a kick to it in the throat, and it's not a bad juice. It's not, like I say, it's not one that I would personally go out and get there. But if you do like tobacco flavours, it's probably worth a try at some point. I think they're about £4 odd for a bottle. Like I say, guys, everything you saw today was given to me free for the purpose of review, and yeah, I like the tanks. The tank's absolutely brilliant. I can highly recommend the i16 as a reasonably priced tank for using on a day-to-day basis. Vapor production is absolutely fantastic on it. The flavour from it is absolutely fantastic. Even being a zero nicotine juice, I've had it in C4s and stuff like that, and the flavour on the i16 is 10 times better. And the flavour coming from the i30 is absolutely fantastic. Uh, you really get the full flavour of the juice. It probably helps that there's like 16 wicks. That's absolutely brilliant, and that one is reading. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you what the resistance of the head is. That's coming up as 2.1. So that's sort of in my region of where I usually like to be. Obviously, guys, That's a 510 connection, so if you've got any flat top mods, that's gonna fit on top real nice and flush. I mean that's it on the KTS. Looks pretty sweet. Only a very small gap. Now the i16 head, I believe, is somewhere in the region of about 2 ohms as well. That's coming up as 2.1 as well. And remember guys, with your heads and your resistance, they do drop slightly after you've been using them sometimes. Every now and then they might go up, but they will generally drop by 0.2 of an ohm. I found the EVODs I use are 2.3 and they read out at 2.1, 2.2 sometimes. So I've been RY1. All the links will be in the description. Thank you very much. See you later. Tatty, guys.